Hotep, Black Power, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Also giving honor to my sister, as always, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, all my family and comrades that are in the ancestral level, ancestral realm as we speak, and to you all, especially those who are fighting in the liberation and salvation of the black nation. What I wanted to talk to you about today is a 10-year-old boy, Florida boy, who was on his way to go swimming and happened to apparently find a bag of what appeared to be heroin, a small bag of heroin, and somehow it got on his skin. And it was laced with fentanyl. And it doesn't take but a couple of grains of fentanyl to be a lethal dose for an adult. So imagine a 10-year-old boy. Very disheartening situation. The boy came home. The mother, who was apparently not on any type of drugs or anything of that nature, excuse me, apparently wasn't on any type of drugs or anything, stated when the boy came home, he began to vomit profusely, which led to him going unconscious after being transported to the hospital, where he later passed and died. You know, and it just goes to show, when you trace all this shit back, it goes back to this fucking cracker who put the drugs in the black community. Once again, like we always try to blame ourselves and blame one another for this particular situation, when no one that is melanated has any jets, no frogman outfits that are flying and floating this shit into the black community, where it enters the hearts, minds, and the veins of our people. Of course, it's a decision when you become an adult. But for a baby who happens to find this shit on the ground and look at it as if it's some type of powder or whatever was going through that baby's mind, because it was on the baby's skin, and that's how potent the opioids was. Now, in this particular section of Florida, predominantly black, you know, you're going to have the drug subculture. That's going to be the dominating force in the hood. Let's not play no fucking games and, you know, try to use wordplay and trickology and all this shit. When you got the hood, you're going to have fucking dope, you're going to have crack and all that, because they use that. These crackers put that shit in the black community as a coping mechanism for the fucking oppression. Okay, nigga, we're not going to give you no job. You know, you can sell this shit and go in and out the penitentiary for the next 20 years. And then the fucked up part about it is they make sure it's contained in the hood. Because when you're caught selling it to our people in these counties, the surrounding counties, or the suburbs, you're really in trouble, nigga. So I'm not gonna sit there and do the self-blame game. You know, all on the black community. Let's just say tomorrow they start floating this shit and flying this shit in here. Then what? You know, and then for some of you niggas that you call yourselves, you know, the kingpin of the motherfucking area and of your hood, that's so selfish, you know, and just think about yourself, you know, sodomizing people, mother, their sisters, and whatever, you know, that are strung out on this shit, you know, and you rape them with consent, you know, just so they can, you know, because that's what they're willing to do for a piece of that bullshit that you got. You know, but the punishment should be, you know, let some of you niggas' mothers and your sisters, you know, be strung out on it and show a film. Make you watch a film of your mother or your sister or your wife, you know, getting the train pulled on her for a $20 fucking piece of goddamn crap. Now you got some of you brothers and sisters that hustle in the hood. You know, some of you do have compassion. You do look out when the ice cream truck come. You buy all the babies in the neighborhood ice cream, and you give cookouts, and you know, pay for the elders to have card games and all that type of shit in the hood. You know, but at the same time, you got those other niggas, you know, they so selfish. They want to have the finest and best whip in the hood. You know, they want control over people, talking to people like they ain't shit, like they goddamn animals. Because you have control over them with the hypnosis of that substance. You know, you type of niggas should be executed. And some of you motherfuckers that are in the hood, you know, a lot of you know that. But you need to get the heart up. Y'all need to have a discussion and get rid of motherfuckers like that. You know, I gotta get mines, and you know, I gotta get paper and all this at everybody else's expense. Taking people's food stamp cards and all that type of shit. You know, you punk motherfucker. You know, and that comes from weak hustling skills, you bitch. You know, a real motherfucker ain't gonna do shit like that. You know, I know, and I'm just speaking on the caliber type of people that I knew when I was younger. A lot of brothers that I ran with, they didn't have that type of mentality. You know. But nevertheless, you know, this is just an indication of how severe this opioid situation is killing the community. Destroying the black community. Now it's affecting the babies on the physical form. You know, my heart goes out. My heart bleeds for that baby. The Creator and the ancestors, you know, knows, you know, how I feel about the children. You know, how many years, you know, I work with the children. You know, they're innocent. You know, a 10-year-old baby that's laying in the morgue from an overdose of fucking fentanyl. That's some fucked up shit. You know, and I have another topic that I want to discuss with y'all, but I wanted you all to allow that to marinate. And if you got a 10, 12, 13-year-old, 8, 9-year-old, look at them and just imagine if that, you know, if you were in that position. So, be thankful. Be thankful. And I have another topic that I want to discuss with y'all. Hold on a second. Now, this other subject I want to discuss with y'all. This is about this faggot, Stephen A. Smith. who said some old negative motherfucking remarks concerning the parole granting of O.J. Simpson. Now, don't get me wrong, and I'm only gonna say this once. I am not a O.J. Simpson fan. However, O.J. is not. This is not about this case. This is about a black man that the cracker wants to put away at any cost, and he's using any cause and anybody to make this shit happen. And once again, this motherfucker, this old buffoonery, buck dancing, bamboozled motherfucking, stepping fetching ass, big mouth, no headline motherfucking faggot, Stephen A. Smith, who, you know, some of y'all black people, you know, y'all come out y'all mouth with this old dumb shit about, yeah, one thing about him, he speaks his mind. He's just a loud goddamn coon. He's a loud motherfucking house nigga. That's it. Nothing real about him, what he says. When, you know, this motherfucker goes around to these Ivy League campuses lecturing on, telling these motherfucking crackers, you know, that racism doesn't exist. You know, and once again, you know, they use these type of niggas. You know, Ray Lewis. What's this other motherfucking nigga? That's on there that Shannon Sharp has to constantly check this motherfucker. I forgot the coon's name. But anyway, Stephen A. Smith is a motherfucking buck dancing bamboozle ass nigga. He's a bootlicking motherfucking faggot, man. You know, fuck them motherfucking crackers. Y'all keep on talking about, you know, OJ's guilty of killing them white. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck that motherfucking Nicole Simpson. Fuck Nicole Brown Simpson. Fuck Ron Goldman. And fuck their families. Fuck Marcia Clark. Fuck all of them. Nobody gives a fuck about them. They ain't nothing but some so-called white imposter Jews that are pissed off because they paid money and they think they had their white privilege card did not go through the motherfucking white supremacy machine where they could have convicted OJ. Y'all seem to forget Nicole Brown Simpson was a motherfucking glorified whore. This bitch was a waitress. She was waiting on a Mr. Goodbar to come through that motherfucker. You know, and what happened? She ran into a buck dancing ass coon, O.J. Simpson. And she, you know, once again, the white bitch is so nasty. She probably done some sexual shit a sister wouldn't put up with. You know, and turned this motherfucking nigga out. So what, he killed them? I don't give a fuck. So what? And any of you crackers that come on my comment box with that bullshit, let me know your name. Give me your information. Don't play the hidden motherfucking cracker white supremacist bullshit. Cause if you down for white supremacy, you have no fear. How you gonna stand up in front of the black man if you a white supremacist? And then you keep and you hiding and shit. Show your motherfucking face. Give me your information. You know, and once again, let me repeat this. Fuck Nicole Brown Simpson. Fuck Ron Goldman. And fuck their families. And anybody that look like them motherfuckers. The dogs. Anybody that look like them, smell like them, act like them. And fuck OJ. I don't have no sympathy for no motherfucking O.J. Simpson. Fuck him. But what I'm saying, the point is that he's a black man You know, and they are gauging how many motherfucking niggas are going to side with them in the assistance of his fucking lynching. I'm not going to do that. You know, I don't give a fuck what happens to them. Let the whites deal with him. But you niggas stay out of it. You know, Stephen A. Smith, you big horse mouth motherfucking faggot. You know, I don't give a fuck how many motherfucking black people. See, you got a lot of black people fooled. You know, that yelling and screaming on ESPN. You know, Skip Bayless, that cracker's more blacker than you. He had to tell you, one time, it been a couple of times, Skip Bayless had to actually tell you to blacken up a little bit, nigga. And this is a cracker. You know, and you know, fuck you, man. You know, like I said, I'm calling people out. I'm calling everybody out on their bullshit. I don't give a fuck what your walk of life is. I don't give a fuck what color you are, none of that. None of that shit matters. Cause you got almost just as same amount of blacks that are white supremacists than the motherfucking crackers are. And I'm telling you, I'm slaying every motherfucking body in the way. You know, we owe this to our ancestors. You know, we owe this to our ancestors. And we got to stop this bullshit. All this motherfucking fucking around, this bullshitting, you know, and not allowing our babies to have a shot at liberation. You know, and you know, I'm right now where I'm at the level of consciousness where I stand at today. You know, it's no holds barred. It's too much shit going on, and it's too much bullshitting, and it's too much shucking and jiving, you know, for us, you know, to just search for liberation, you know, and not receive it based on the fact that, you know, you got niggas that are a hindrance to our liberation. You know, I'm backed by the ancestors and the Creator. If you notice behind me, you know, I have the ancestors. You know, today I've lit a candle, you know, for power and energy, to draw energy and strength from them. Because, you know, personally, you know, I'm dealing with some crucial situations that surrounding me. You know, not me per se, you know, but some situations surrounding me, you know, that I need the help from the ancestors to be able to combat a lot of bullshit that's taking place. You know, and I mean family, friends, associates, comrades, fucking enemies, and the like. You know, so, you know, that's why I'm so hard on motherfucker, you know, these house niggas, you know, these motherfuckers that are in the way from us being liberated, that won't allow us to see what we're actually faced with and what we have to deal with in terms of just a system, this global system of racism, white supremacy. You know, and I've reached my saturation point with certain individuals, certain situations, you know, and to you know, it's just hindering the babies. You know, making our babies suffer. You know, technology. You know, watching these motherfucking shows on television, you know, giving a false illusion that this is how life really is. And so our babies go out here, like the incident that I told y'all about several months ago, about the two little children that were in the bathroom engaging in a homosexual act in elementary school, and when asked whether they you know, learned that from. They said they got it off of the show Empire. You know, this is what I mean about people that look like us, that are hindrance to us in terms of us being liberated. I mean, on all levels. We will never achieve the status of liberation with these niggas, you know, doing the shit that they do. With these Stephen A. Smiths, you know, with these Steve Harveys, you know, and you know, I'm not even gonna mention Jordan and Oprah and the thousands of you motherfucking niggas that have been planted in the black community for our destruction, you know, decades ago. It's time to wake up, brothers and sisters. You know, put the books down. Let's get out here in the streets. Let's start combating this shit. Let's start getting out. Let's start resurrecting the minds of our people. Let's start getting shit on the ball. Like brother, the ancestor Khalid Muhammad said, you know, you got everything on the wall and not a goddamn thing on the ball. Let's start getting some shit in motion. Start linking up. You grassroots organizations, let's start locking arms and go out here in these communities. You know, start saving these babies. You know, these babies are dying. You know, now to the point where they are ingesting fucking fentanyl at 10 years old. Nah, something, you know, something has to be done. Something has to be done. Time for us to stop sitting back, sitting on our asses, thinking about ourselves, you know. Long as I got a job, long as I'm working, you know, long as I got some clothes to wear, long as I look good, long as I got a car, you know, long as I can go this place, long as I can eat right here, long as I can do this, long as I can do that. Let's start thinking they. Let's start thinking us. Let's start thinking we. And then we can take care of some shit. Because we can, I can. You might think you can. You might think it's all about you. You might think it's not going to be nothing after this for your selfishness, for your neglect of your brothers and sisters. You may think it's nothing after this. Ask them. Hotep, Black Power.